I am the living legend of hair loss. And in real time, this is October 21st, 2019. As of today, it's been exactly 6 weeks that I've been growing my beard. And it's been 2 days shy of 3 weeks since I did my zero guard buzz cut and shaved off all my hair. If you haven't seen that video, you're welcome to check it out. That was a zero guard buzz cut. I want to experiment. Now that it's been almost 3 weeks, which we're in theory pushing a number 3 guard equivalent, because my hair typically grows 1 guard per week. So I want to see, I love the zero, but I also actually like the 1 as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I put the number 1 guard here on here, which shows an 1/8 of an inch. The number 1 guard, which is also 3 millimeters. Number 1 guard. Let's see what were to happen if I were to do this. And just like when I shaved off my hair, the only thing that I have to really try to be careful of, and I understand there may not be in theory a right way to do this, but what I'm going to have to figure out is where I want where is the head hair stop as it blended into the actual beard. So I looked at one of Maxwell Smart's comments. He's the resident barber in this channel, and from what I understand, he was saying basically where the ear comes down to kind of match the head. I'm thinking I can kind of line it up this way, and I'm actually going to start with that part because everything else is easy, very easy. So I got my guard on here. Obviously the plastic is what's going to be going up to my hair, not the other way around. Just simple science would tell you you wouldn't have an even cut and it wouldn't work right. So plastic up against my scalp. But let me just go ahead and try to get this, because I can't mess with the beard. I want to get this right. Of course, I'm not going to perfectly be blending it. What's ultimately going to have is 6-week beard and then sideburns that are basically, I mean, they were 0 in theory. So this was 0. So I'm going to now have this as a number 1. So it's going to be like 6-week beard, kind of a number 1 into the number 1. So we'll see what happens. It's an experiment. How bad can I mess it up? Here we go. Remington Shortcut Pro. I'll put a link in the description so you can buy one of these yourself. Obviously, I highly recommend it. There, I did that much just to kind of give myself something to go on for the rest of it. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other side that way. So, and it's funny because if I were wanting to grow out my hair from the buzz cut, in theory that's kind of what it would look like. So this is a number 1, this patch here, up against what's ultimately the number 3. So that would kind of, if you were wanting to kind of shape up a haircut, that kind of gives you an example how that would be. So I'm going to go ahead and try this other side and see how that might unfold. All right, so there we go. There's the hard part in theory. So now, it's going to be interesting to see what actually counts as number 1 versus the rest. All right, here we go. Here's the rest of it. Go ahead and get this going here. Number 1 guard from arguably something like a number 3 equivalent. Quick break there just to kind of take a look at that. just to show you that differentiation there. So here's how it looks still on the number 3 equivalent side. And then here's on the number 1 side, if you can tell much of a difference. All right, let's go for the rest of it now. At this point, the last part of the number 3 remaining is right here. And then you can now granted, I've still got more to do in the back, but just to kind of keep showing you there. All right, here we go. It's funny to see so much hair though. I mean, just so much hair just comes off. I was like, did I have that much hair to shave off and still have enough for a number 1? It's funny, it's like, if you look from this angle, it's like a mohawk. That's funny. Or something like an awful one. But from the side, it's like, hey, you kind of have like a mohawk strip going if I wanted. But I don't want to. I could if I wanted to, but I don't want to. All right, let's try to get rid of that strip back. All right, finishing up here. All right, so other than some oh man, did I miss the whole? I still missed that. That's funny. I'm like, I got every other thing, but no, I didn't. There. Okay, so now, and I'm starting to itch now. So at this point, the only thing I really want to do, and I'm sure I'll maybe touch it up a little bit off camera, but what I really want to do too is just take the guard off and do my neck. Now, I don't do this professionally. This is not a video. Here's the right way to trim your neck. But instead, I'm doing this just as kind of my own, like, easy, casual, laid-back way of doing it. So I'm just going to look at the mirror and just kind of eyeball the thing. But with no guard, I'm going to trim my neck. Pretty much be done. All right, let's take a look at this. No guard, now on. And it's funny because with the guard off now, I don't really just have to still just slide the metal up against my neck there. Here we go. There's that side. Try this. And then on my back there, just because hairy guys tend to often have more hair in other places. So I'm just gonna do it like this a little bit. But now that it's getting more like winter weather, I guess I'll be wearing more collars and stuff, and I won't really show much anymore. But there you go. Actually, I feel great about this. And granted, it may look a little different by the time I do a little bit more trim up and touch it one more time and take a shower. But this is exactly. I mean, hey, I love the 0. All right, I know a lot of you did, but the number 1 especially works, and especially with this 6-week-old beard that I've got going on. Because when it's a 0 guard, it's just like bald, like glowing bald. Here there's still a little bit of that masculine stubble, the pepper showing through. But man, this looks really good as it is. Like if I were to say, hey, I'm gonna make this the new norm, I'm gonna do a #1 guard all over and then keep my beard about six weeks worth here, I would be feeling pretty good about that and think that that looks really good, like a good standard there. So we'll see what I do, but it wouldn't be the worst thing if I were to keep this. I think this looks pretty awesome. Put on my glasses. I had to take my glasses off because obviously they get in the way of it. So keeping in mind that in real life mostly I have these on, and so that's how that would look with glasses there. That look, but see, you know, it's very masculine, still very smart as well. Right, there you go. So if you are interested in getting one of these for yourself, just click that link below. I am Nick Shell. I am the living legend of hair loss. I am the true alpha male. And your comments belong right here.